So given the quadratic sequence 321, 290, 261, and 234, what are the next two terms of the sequence going to be? So it's a minus 31 here, a minus 29 there, and a minus 27 here. So that is going to be a minus 25 and then a minus 23. So 234 minus 25 is going to be equal to 209. 209 minus 23, that is going to be equal to 186. Okay, relatively easy question there, nice level 1. Next, 2.1.2. Determine the general term of the sequence in the form Tn equals an squared plus bn plus c. So, like we saw very nicely here, minus 31, minus 29, minus 27, the first difference, we calculated that. Our second difference is going to be an increase in 2 actually. So minus 31 minus 29, how do we calculate the second difference? Well, it's always term 2 minus term 1, and that equals minus 29 minus 31, which is equal to positive 2. So 2a is equal to our second difference, which is 2 that we calculated. How do we get a? Divide both sides by 2. A is equal to 1. Next, we use our equation. 3a plus b is equal to minus 31. We can sub in our a value here. 3 into the 1 plus b is equal to minus 31. Therefore, b is going to be equal to minus 31 minus 3. It's a positive 3 on the left-hand side. When we take it over to the right, it becomes a negative. B is equal to minus 34. So that's our first equation. 2a is equal to our second difference. 3a plus b is going to be equal to our first term. That is our second equation. And our third equation is a plus b plus c. And that is equal again to our first term. 321. Our a value that we just calculated is 1. Our b value that we also just calculated, that's going to be negative 34. And our c value is still unknown. So we are calculating c here. This negative 34 on the left-hand side, when we take it over to the right, is going to be a positive. So 321 plus 34 minus that 1 that we carry over, and c is going to be equal to 354. Therefore, Tn is equal to an squared plus bn plus c. We've calculated our a value, our b value, and our c value. All we need to do is fill it in now. So our a value is going to be 1. So we don't need to write 1n squared. We can simply write n squared minus 34n plus 354. Okay, and that is our answer for 2.1.2. 2.1.3, which terms of the sequence will have a value of 74? Okay, let me just do some clearing on the screen. So, which terms of the sequence? We're trying to calculate our n value. So we're going to use our answer from 2.1.2 that we just calculated, which was n squared minus 34n plus 354, and that was equal to a value of 74 that we calculated. Now we need to simplify, so this positive 74 on the right-hand side, we take it over to the left. 354 minus 74 gives us positive 280. Okay, let's just fill in all the other figures. N squared minus 34n, and we need to factorize this. So what are the factors of 280 that are going to give us 34? Well, that's going to be 14 times 20 gives us 280. And 14 minus 20 gives us minus 34. So if you're battling to understand it like that, so minus 14 minus 20 gives us minus 34. And minus 14 times 20, that would give us a positive 280. Or if you're lucky enough, you can just plug it into your silver calculator and it can factorize it for you. If you're battling to, you can use the quadratic formula. But these are the answers that it's going to yield. So n is equal to minus 14 in the first bracket. In the second bracket, n minus 20 is equal to 0. Therefore, n is equal to a positive 14, or n is equal to 20. So yes, it was terms, plural. Okay, and that's it for 2.1.3. Nice, easy 10 marks here. 2 plus 4 plus 4 gave us 10.